I got one more time. I'm going to put in the application before I receive a dear or a thank you for applying. And I'm going to just show up right in front of the door. Why are you having a hire sign and you not hiring? How many times I'm going to follow up?
So if there is so many jobs out there, why is no one hiring? At least that's what's being reported on TikTok. A lot of people are claiming to not find any jobs. In fact, they're throwing out resume after resume, application after application without any sort of response from a company at all. What is going on? Is the job market fake? We've talked about this before on the channel, but I want to dive back into it today. With that being said,
I got one more time. I'm going to put in the application before I receive a dear or a thank you for applying. And I'm going to just show up right in front of the door. Why are you having a hire sign and you not hiring? How many times I'm going to follow up? How many times I'm going to put in an application before we meet in the middle? Okay? I'm about to get put out. Okay? They're about to repo my car. All right, this is a big ass flashlight that I'm using right now. The power is out. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay? I'm in the interview and you asking me what type of work experience. We at Canes. Sir, we in the Canes. What do you mean work experience? Come on, man. Like, I ain't got time for this, bro. Like, is you hiring or not?
well, if you really think about it, the only other explanations for like a place having a hiring sign and just leaving it up there, or just putting an application that's online, asking for people to send in applications or their resume, it's either because they're just collecting your data, they've already hired and they haven't taken it down, or they're very specific about the type of candidate that they actually want. They're maybe not expressing that properly on the website or even in the job listing. So that could be something, but this is something, and this is a topic that's being discussed a lot on TikTok, especially the younger generations. They can't find work at all. They're supposed to be the next generation carrying the mantle, and they can't find work at all.
There's this really crazy theory going on right now because Indeed and all these job search websites have thousands of jobs that say they're hiring, but everyone that's applying is not getting hired. And some guy actually did a test where they had hundreds of people fill out applications and no one hired them or got a call back. And so the running theory is that they're using all people's data and selling it to bigger companies. So when you send all your information in, like your first name, your last name, where you're located, your resume, where you've been, they're taking that information and selling it to bigger companies and holding on to it, because right now data is the new gold. And that's kind of scary. What do you think?
Data is definitely the new gold. I can see a lot of companies doing it. I don't think every company on Indeed, I should probably say this, I don't think every company on Indeed is doing this. I'm sure there is a lot of legit companies that are trying to find people to work for them. But unfortunately, there is also a lot of scam companies out there trying to take advantage of how bad the job market is, especially when you have the anonymity of just putting something online and just having people just send their data over the internet. It's funny how trusting we are of just technology nowadays, that we're willing to just send people our personal information, whether it's SIN card numbers like your social security, phone numbers, email addresses, your full name. The amount of information that a place can actually request if they're trying to hire is kind of baffling. And if you're desperate for a job, you're going to go through as many hoops as possible, and you're going to give them all the information thinking that you might actually land a job, which is really scary.
Hey, I know it ain't just me, bro. My OG keep telling me to go get a job. I go get a job, they not hiring. It's almost like it's a never ending cycle, gang. Cause like I go and look for a job, go to the interview, they never hit me back. How do I get to the interview and still not get the job, bro? And I'm saying all the right things. It's not me, it's them.
Yeah, I think if you're young, oh, don't worry, you have time. But actually you should be doing as much things as possible as you're young and taking over the jobs that older people have. A lot of older people aren't retiring as well. I think the workforce, like the amount of boomers that are still actually working and not retired, is actually kind of alarming considering the age. Even the youngest boomer right now, I think, is at least 61 years old, and a lot of them are still working and they just will not give up. They just love the comfortability they have, the paycheck they have. And, you know, if you have a job that's not really taxing on your body, like, why leave it, right? You know, why leave your position and have it open up for someone else? Maybe by the time that you actually do leave that position, AI will take the job anyways, and then the young people won't have any future.
Ain't no more jobs hiring no more, bro. Like, I done applied to like 15 janky-ass jobs like Popeyes, Whataburger, McDonald's, and none of these niggas hiring, bro. So it's like, damn, it's like the kid gotta wait. So I'm like 18 to go to the Air Force to get like a real fucking job, and it's like, damn.
That is, I guess, a solution. You could technically just apply to the army and you might actually get in. I know they're pretty desperate, but I also know there's other, like, it's not as easy as people think it is. You still have to, you know, pass a lot of physical tests and all that. But if you're young, you should have a pretty good chance at making the military.
Anybody who says, just go get a job, everybody's hiring, they should try to go get a job in this market.
Well, someone else said that already in the video. If you think it's so easy to go get a job and everyone's hiring because you believe everything you hear on the news, then why don't you go out there and try to find a job yourself?
You know the job market is bad when fast food joints and rare warehouse jobs are not hiring. That's literally insane if you think about it.
Yeah, those are usually the jobs that people get the easiest during, you know, bad economic times. But right now we're in unprecedented economic times where even the lowest hanging fruit jobs are not hiring, which is really alarming. But this kind of happened again during the financial crisis, but I don't think it at this degree. I think it's even worse right now. I mean, we might not see the same unemployment, at least in places like the States, as they did during the financial crisis. But I think in Canada, 7% unemployment rate, I think that's around what we were during the financial crisis. It might even be higher now than it was in 2008.
Younger generation doesn't want to work. This younger generation just doesn't want to work. Yes, the fuck we do. You just won't fucking hire us. Because tell me why I spend actual fucking days doing nothing but sending in fucking job applications and I can't even get the common courtesy of an email. Nobody will fucking respond. Nobody was hiring us. We need fucking jobs. You do realize that most of us are turning 18 within the next fucking year, including me. I need a place to fucking go, but I cannot if I cannot get a fucking job working anywhere, part-time, full-time. I can't even get somebody to fucking hire me for Walmart. I've sent in 4 applications to 5 different Walmarts. Nobody's gonna fucking hire me. For what? Yes, I know that there's people that are willing to work for fucking pennies on the dollar, but I'm sorry, as an American citizen, pennies on the dollar just isn't fucking feasible. If you're not gonna fucking hire anybody, do not post the fucking job listing. Quit giving us fucking hope.
You know, there could be a silver lining about everything that's happening right now. We could go through a really bad time for 5 to 10 years where a lot of these people who are trying to apply for jobs are starting to realize that there isn't really any companies that are willing to hire or at least give you the life that you want, and you might have to build it yourself. I think we could see a massive amount of entrepreneurs rise and small businesses and companies come out of this, hopefully, and those companies, maybe they'll actually hire people and then just kind of jumpstart the entire economy. That's at least the, you know, white pilled version of the outlook that you have to have for the future. Or you can take the black pill and say that we're all screwed. Anyways, leave your thoughts down below about this video's subject, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.